Hello and welcome back. This is Chapter 7, The Necklace, written by Guy de Maupassant. And now I'm going to explain page number 41st to you. So here we go. He turned a little pale, for he had saved just this sum to buy a gun, or that he might be able to join some hunting parties the next summer with some friends who went to shoot logs on Sunday. Nevertheless, he answered, "Very well, I will give you 400 francs, but try to have a pretty dress." So here this line say, Mathilde's response of 400 francs for her costume sank Loisel's heart because he was not at all prepared to part with his hard savings he had made to fulfill his long cherished wish of buying a gun for hunting. Some of his friends went to shoot logs on Sundays during the summer. Then, with a heavy heart, he replied, all right, he would give those 400 francs, but she should try to have a pretty dress. Next part now. The day of the ball approached, and Madame Loisel seemed sad, disturbed, anxious. Nevertheless, her dress was nearly ready. Her husband said to her one evening, "What is the matter with you? You have acted strangely for 2 or 3 days." So here this line say, the day of the party had come, but she looked perturbed, she looked disturbed, though her dress was nearly ready. Now her husband could not make out what caused distress to her, so with that thought he went up to her one evening and asked her for the reason why she acted so weird for the last couple of days. Next part now. And she responded, "I am vexed not to have a jewel, nothing to adorn myself with. I shall have such a poverty-stricken look. I would prefer not to go to this party." He replied, "You can wear some natural flowers. In this season they look quite chic." So here this line say, she responded to the query. She said she had a proper reason to feel so, or the reason of her worry was not having a single piece of jewel to wear for the day. Then expressing her anguish, she commented that she would have a poor look without a single piece of jewel amidst an extravagant display of jewelry by all other ladies of high society, and so she would prefer to stay away from that. Loisel suggested a natural solution of fresh flowers to make her look appealing. Next part now. She was not convinced. "No," she replied, "there is nothing more humiliating than to have a shabby air in the midst of rich women." Then her husband cried out, "How stupid we are! Go and find your friend Madame Forestier and ask her to lend you her jewels." So here this line say, but Matilda thought it otherwise. Loisel's idea received no favor from his wife, as his attempt to convince her fell flat to the ground. She was strongly opposed to going to that party with the appearance of a poor lady having no jewels. Suddenly the face of Loisel lit up brightly as he exclaimed with joy that they were stupid, that they forgot Madame Forestier. Then advising her to get a help from her, he asked her to go to her friend and borrow a jewel for the day. Next part now. She uttered a cry of joy. "It's true," she said. "I had not thought of that." The next day she took herself to her friend's house and related her story of distress, Madame Forrester went to her closet, took out a large jewel case, brought it, opened it, and said, "Choose, my dear." So here this line says, she realized then that it was indeed right, and of which she could really not think of earlier. The day after that, she went to the residence of her friend, and there she informed her of the distressed life she had been leading. Madame Forster was quick to respond to relieve her friend of the anxiety. She went to her closet and returned with a large jewel case. Then, opening it in front of her, she asked her to choose what she liked. Next part now. She saw at first some bracelets, then a collar of pearls, then a Venetian cross of gold, and jewels of admirable workmanship. She tried the jewels before the glass, hesitated, but could neither decide to take them nor leave them. Then she asked, "Have you nothing more?" So here this line says, Matilda checked some bracelets first. Then she tried a pearl set, putting it on round the neck, and then some other. All of which she tried before the mirror to know what fitted her best. As she tried them, she remained hesitant whether to take one home or leave, and so ultimately decided, not being satisfied, to try some others if available with her friend, and then inquired if she had more of them. Next part now. "Why, yes, look for yourself. I do not know what will please you." Suddenly she discovered in a black satin box a superb necklace of diamonds. Her hands trembled as she took it out. She placed it about her throat against her dress and was ecstatic. Then she asked, in a hesitating voice full of anxiety, "Could you lend me this? Only this?" "Why, yes, certainly." So here this line say, "Why, yes" here means "oh yes." That here means "oh," and together they mean "oh yes." So, "oh yes," she replied. Since Madame Forestier was not fully sure what would please her, she wanted Matilda to find for herself the jewel of her taste from her closet. Going over the closet, her eyes met a superb necklace of diamond kept in a black satin box. It looked so expensive that her hands shook while she touched it as she removed it from the box. Then she tried placing the necklace about the neck against the dress. This time she was elated. She finally got hold of what she really had wanted. Since the necklace was hugely expensive, she could only ask hesitatingly, with a doubtful mind, if she could lend her that one only, and nothing else. Madame Forestier responded happily and in a positive note, as she was pleased to help her friend. So this is all for now. Thank you.